The US military is number one in air power, with
Oh
13,264
my
total military aircraft, a total that is greater than the other five
There are
greatest.
people who really want to be soldiers and they are not forced there. Of course, when you go to the battlefield, you would want to win the war because it's your passion. It's something you love doing, fighting for your country. Unlike, where do you begin? Oh my goodness. This is one thing I really want us to take note of in today's video. The numbers. They have the numbers. They are united and they have well-trained military force. Wow. Guys, let's keep on watching. Yeah. Hey people, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, welcome back to another reaction video, and the title of this one is how strong is the United States military? Why is the US military the strongest? You'll be finding out all of that in today's video. Guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, you are absolutely missing something. Do well to smash that subscribe button and turn on your bell icon so whenever I upload a new video you would be the first to get notified. So besties, recently I've been doing a lot of American reaction to their politics, their election, everything in general, and I know this channel is one you should stick with. So I am really so inquisitive. Like, I really want to know why the US military is the strongest. Like, recently I did a video comparing China, US, Russia military power, and I'm seeing that the United States is topping the list, and I'm like, why? In this video you would find out about all that. Okay, without wasting too much of your time, guys, let's dive right in. Let's see this here, guys.
Why is the US military the strongest? Great military powers have been appearing and disappearing since the beginning of history. Now is the time for the United States of America to be the leader in military might. But what makes it so powerful? Will its power remain undisputed? Are there already signs of weakness? Would it really stand in a conflict with potential rivals like China or Russia? To find out, we should analyse why exactly the US military is considered the strongest. The numbers. The US has 1,400,000 active military personnel. This figure places it in third place in this category. China has the largest army with slightly above 2 million soldiers, while India comes in second place. This doesn't sound that impressive, but what makes the US military stand out is not necessarily the raw number of men. The US has unquestionable air supremacy. The US military is number one in air power, with 13,264 total military aircraft, a total that is greater than the other five greatest air forces combined. 2,085 are air-to-air fighters, 715 ground attack aircraft, 945 transportation aircraft, 5,768 helicopters, and 967 attack helicopters. The US is number one in each aircraft category except for air-to-ground forces, where it's slightly topped by Russia. The US has a powerful navy that is designed to work in conjunction with its air forces. It has 20 aircraft carriers, 11 are regular fixed-wing carriers, while 9 are capable of hosting only helicopters and short takeoff planes like the F-35B. This is almost half of the world's total number of aircraft carriers, while most of the others belong to allied countries. If we take into account only regular fixed-wing aircraft capacity, the total combined deck space of the US aircraft carriers is over twice that of all the other nations combined. To complement this, the US Navy has the greatest number of destroyers and ranks third in the number of submarines. The numbers of the US naval strength are a bit tricky. If we count the total number of naval assets, the US falls in fourth place, behind Russia and China, and even behind North Korea, that boasts a surprising first place. However, in case of a maritime conflict...
So guys, let me pause this here. Let's talk about this first one, the numbers. Like, the US Navy has like the highest number, followed by Russia and China. I was surprised to see India in the second list at that particular point, and that was why I screamed. I'm like, what? India of all countries? But guys, I doubt any country would be able to win the United States in a war. No, I seriously doubt. Let me read this for you. So one thing you missed is the military in the US is all people that want to be soldiers. Guys, underline the word want to be soldiers. They aren't forced like North Koreans? How strong are you going to fight if you don't want to be there to begin with? So according to this commenter, big thumbs up to you. He said in the United States, people want to be soldiers, like they are willing to be soldiers and not being forced into the military. It's just like when you're forcing a child to study medicine and the child doesn't want to study medicine. Of course, someone who has passion for medicine will do better studying medicine. Someone who loves medicine, who has passion for medicine, will do better studying medicine. Like a child that was forced into studying medicine by the parents. That's the same way it is for the United States. There are people who really want to be soldiers and they are not forced there. Of course, when you go to the battlefield, you would want to win the war because it's your passion. It's something you love doing, fighting for your country. Unlike where do you begin? Oh my goodness, this is one thing I really want us to take note of in today's video. The numbers. They have the numbers, they are united, and they have well-trained military force. Wow, guys, let's keep on watching.
39,000 armoured vehicles.
The quality, okay.
1,465 self-propelled artillery, and 1,366 rocket projectors. However, Russia has a lot of outdated vehicles with questionable performance in case of a real conflict. Meanwhile, the US military has a broad technological edge. The US has 5,800 nuclear warheads that make it the world's second largest in nuclear war power. In this video, we're analysing the conventional military strength, but it can't be denied that a nuclear arsenal does bring a certain status. Even if things don't escalate to a full-blown nuclear war, it's intimidating to any country to be armoured with such nuclear power. The quality. The US Army consists entirely of trained professionals, and many have real combat experience. Since the beginning of this century, the US has been involved in military conflicts in Afghanistan, Iraq, Pakistan, Somalia, Libya, Uganda, and Yemen. While other countries still rely on conscripts to fill the numbers, the US can field an army of well-trained, experienced professionals. The equipment, the military assets, and the technology used in combat have excellent quality. This is the defining reason why US casualties are usually fewer than those of their adversaries. A strong ability to project power is another defining trait of the United States military. Some countries are not formal allies, but have a strong strategic partnership with the US. One notable example is India, that participates in regular military drills together with US forces and some of its allies. Economy. Modern warfare is sustained in the long term by two main factors: the capacity to produce military equipment and the capacity to spend money on defence. American defence companies are the indisputable top producers of weaponry. Among the world's top 10 defence suppliers, 5 of them are American companies. Lockheed Martin is the biggest. It reported a revenue of almost $60 billion in 2019. That's close to Russia's entire annual military spending. The strength of the US military is also due to its huge military budget. In 2019, spending on the US military was a whopping $732 billion. That's almost 3 times more than China, the world's second largest military spender, and is roughly 1/3 of the entire world's defence budget. While Russia is commonly regarded as the second most powerful army in the world, its budget consists of only $65 billion. Arguably, there is an aspect of purchasing power. For example, it's cheaper to pay a Russian or Chinese soldier, but the cost of high-quality military equipment is still the same around the world. The reason that the US can afford such an enormous military budget is that it's supported by a strong economy. America has been the world's largest economy since 1871. Its nominal GDP is currently $21.44 trillion. This is almost a quarter of the global economy, and it's backed with plenty of natural resources, advanced infrastructure, and technology. Besides the ability to sustain an enormous defence budget, the US often uses its economic strength as a weapon by enforcing economic sanctions. Soft factors. Soft power is another factor that comes into play when assessing a country's might. The US is world-beating in culture, education, and technology.
Guys, like, this is really eye-opening. Talking about the alliances the United States have with other countries, the quality of its military equipment, like its equipment, the guns, everything in general, and also talking about the United States economy is eye-opening. Now you have found out why the United States has the highest military power. Guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. But I really learned a lot. Like, this is mind-blowing. I really got to know more about the United States, the military, and everything in general, and I am willing to research more about this. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do well to like for more amazing video, and I'm going to be seeing you all in my next video. Bye guys.